Luffy has already defeated most of the enemies he's encountered, but what if he had to face the Straw Hat Pirates? Would he annihilate them, or would some of the stronger ones be able to defeat him? To explore this, I've divided Luffy into 5 power levels. Let's start with his weakest form. In the first level, Luffy has no experience whatsoever, meaning any crew member could defeat him, except Nami. While his lightning attacks are powerful, Luffy has a secret ability. His rubber body makes him resistant to electricity. This means that if Nami attacks him with lightning, he won't be hurt and can slap her to secure victory. Therefore, in this level, Luffy would lose to all the Straw Hat Pirates except Nami, who wouldn't stand a chance. By reaching level 2, Luffy gains a massive power boost, putting 2 of the Straw Hats in trouble. Let's start with Usopp, the weakest member of the crew. Although he tries to keep his distance and utilizes his marksman skills, Luffy has now unlocked Gear 2nd, which significantly increases his speed. Even with observation haki, Usopp won't be able to keep up with Luffy's rapid movements. Thus, a level 2 Luffy would easily defeat Usopp. The next fight is against Chopper, who, despite his monster point form, can't match Luffy's speed. Even if Chopper tries to transform, Luffy can use Gear 3rd, matching or even surpassing Chopper's strength. With this advantage, he runs in circles and delivers a fatal blow, securing another victory. However, when facing stronger Straw Hat Pirates like Brook and Robin, level 2 Luffy struggles. Brook, with his freezing ability and sword, poses a significant threat. Luffy can't defeat Brook due to his super speed and combat skills. Thus, Luffy only defeats 3 crew members at this level. At level 3, Luffy can finally begin to face the most powerful. He now possesses Haki, which allows him to overcome the Devil Fruit's powers. This means Brook can no longer freeze him, and Brook's sword will inflict no damage. However, Brook has the advantage that even if Luffy injures him, he can recover, making the fight a technical draw. After that, we have Franky, who relies on inventions. Although his weapons are powerful, Luffy has already proven capable of dodging his attacks, making Luffy's victory almost certain. However, he still lacks the crucial Gear 4 ability, which will only be unlocked at level 4. When fighting Robin, the battle intensifies. Robin can use the Fleur Demon to inflict significant damage on Luffy, but once he activates Gear 4, the situation changes dramatically. With enhanced attack and defense, Luffy manages to outmatch Robin. The fight against Jinbe will also be challenging. Jinbe, with his Haki and endurance abilities, is a formidable opponent. Luffy may be able to defeat him, but not without difficulty, and this will depend on his ability to maintain the pressure. Now we reach the climax. Luffy versus Zoro and Sanji. To stand a chance, Luffy needs to access his strongest form, Gear 5. While Sanji is incredibly fast and can dodge most attacks, Luffy, with his advanced armament Haki, has a defensive advantage. Even so, the fight will be intense, and Sanji will need to use all his stamina to withstand Luffy's attacks. Zoro, on the other hand, is a genius in combat. He can adapt and change his tactics. Although Luffy has the advantage in speed and strength, Zoro can attack from afar, using his sword skill to inflict damage. However, the longer the fight progresses, the more Zoro tires, especially under the pressure of Luffy's Gear 5. In the end, after an epic battle, Luffy will prove victorious against his crew. But if all the Straw Hat Pirates fought together, the dynamic would change. Chopper, as a medic, would stay on the sidelines, while the others would attempt to attack Luffy from afar. However, Luffy's strength and resilience would be overwhelming as the fight progresses. Luffy neutralizes his crew's attacks, leaving only Zoro, Sanji, and Jinbe to face him. But even so, one by one, they will fall until Luffy remains the undisputed victor. So, what do you think would happen if Luffy actually had to face his own comrades? Would he have the courage to defeat them, or would the bond between them speak louder? The One Piece universe is full of surprises, and imagining scenarios like this only shows how strong the connection between the Straw Hats is. If you enjoyed this insane theory, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and comment here. Until the next adventure.